Dude, I'm not even trolling. I've been watching this for like a couple minutes. This is like half-ass like responses. I'm not even trolling. No bullshit. This is like some fake ass response. There's no way you can literally tell me that this is a good response, bro. I'm sitting here for a while and I haven't seen anything that makes me be like, oh my gosh, this is a good response. Dude,
You're both on the spot because your job, in a way, is one of the hardest jobs in the industry. And in football, the quarterback gets a lot of fame and glory, but people know the best teams have the best defense. And this is really hard because there's a lot of content and there's a lot of communication on Roblox and billions of hours of good stuff. And so we hear about Matt, you and Eliza, more from a defensive thing, although much of what we do is
I had
offense.
to
The
pitch it
question
up
is, are
because
we
this
doing
guy was
enough?
yapping
And
the whole time.
is there more we can be doing?
I think there's always more we can be doing, and we will continue to evolve our policies and our products to respond to
Cap.
new threat vectors and new forms of abuse. And
Stop the
we're
cap,
working
bro.
now on a policy update around games that have intimate spaces in them. So that's things like bedrooms and bathrooms. We are really listening to our community to understand where the
No,
good
you
uses of
weren't.
that. We have lots of role-playing games that have those kinds of spaces that are
What
totally
you
legit.
talking about?
And then we have some spaces where that's inviting some policy violating behavior. And so you'll see soon an update from us on that front. And we're also working on a community safety council. We really want to get
Cap.
intel from invested members of the community, hear from them about what they're concerned about, trends that they're seeing on the platform. They're closest to it, and so
What is she
ingesting that
talking
intel in a
about?
way that is really useful for our internal teams is something that we're working on spinning up. So stay tuned for more information on that as well.
There's always more that we can do. And one of the things that we've been thinking about lately is really our role within a larger industry of these online gaming, social media, and communication platforms. Just to remind everybody is nearly every example of real critical harms that happen on the platform where somebody's health or safety is at risk, nearly every single one of them involves not just Roblox, but it involves other social media and messaging platforms. And like we talked about earlier, our policies of restricting types of communication on the platform are such that
What? Yo, this is such a lame ass response. Dog, I'm not even joking. What response is this? Dog, I've been sitting here for like 25 minutes. I think I'm about to end the video because this is just so much yapping. I can't. They haven't been serious one time. Dude, all the responses are so bad, dude. Like over the past week or something with these responses, like these Roblox stuff, is actually so trash, dude. What is this?
that oftentimes what we see are people, bad actors, trying to move conversations to other platforms. And again, that's where, when people report bad things to us, sometimes it comes in screenshots of what happened on another platform. And so we feel like this is an opportunity for Roblox to really help with the entire industry, not just what's happening on Roblox. So we're doing 3 things.
You're not doing any of those things. There's no way you just said you're doing any of those things. You're not. Go back. Listen to what this guy said. He said, we are doing everything and we're listening. No, you're not, bud.
People, bad actors, trying to move conversations to other platforms. And again, that's where, when people report bad things to us, sometimes it comes in screenshots of what happened on another platform. And so we feel like this is an opportunity for Roblox to really help with the entire industry.
You are not helping, bud. All this shit you've been doing, you're not helping nothing. The only thing you've been helping is nothing. You're helping pedos. That's the only ones you're helping is pedos. You love them. You literally are defending them. You don't care about kids. You literally banned Schlapp, I think, right? And you think you're helping, bud. Quit it. Dude, you're not helping nobody. The only thing you're helping is you creating your downfall. And this is crazy. I never seen Roblox get canceled this much in 1 week. It's actually crazy.
Not just what's happening on Roblox. So we're doing 3 things. 1, we're investing more in our partnerships with law enforcement agencies, public policy groups, parent groups, and other advice.
Cap. Dude, the only thing you have been doing is ruining your career. I'm not going to listen to anything you say because this is a whole yap. This is a whole yap session. I can't sit here and listen to all this shit because all I'm hearing is a bunch of yap. You don't even care about kids. You only care about pedos and defending them. That's the only people you defend. And honestly, it's not even over yet. It's literally like almost like 10 minutes left, I think. Probably not. But dude, this is a whole much yap session. Dude, what are you doing? This is like rage bait. What response is this? What are we gaining from listening to you like yap for like 43 minutes? Dog, it's been 25 minutes and I sped this shit up. And like 3 minutes in, you kept talking about butthead and stuff, bro. Come on.
Advisory organizations to help us understand how we can do a better job. That's number 1. Number two is
You're not gonna do a good job. None of this shit you've been doing is nothing but a good job. You've been actually failing, and people saying that, like saying, "Yo, this guy's doing a good job." You're not doing no good job, bud. The only good job you've been doing is failing your career, which is working really well. And dude, I hope this guy gets banned from, or this whole game gets banned, because the only thing you've been doing is just ruining your career even more possible, and it's crazy.
we're becoming we're taking a much more proactive stance in open sourcing key technology that we have on the platform. So we open sourced our voice moderation model last year, and just recently we open sourced a new model that helps with the detection of grooming and other types of harms that evolve over a long period of time.
But nobody's gonna listen to that. You're not doing anything, dude. Like saying you're adding things that you can detect if there's grooming and stuff, but gosh, you're not even doing anything. Like, dude, what is this whole ass yapping session, bro? What are you doing? Are you cooking up food? Because this shit's already, like, the food's turning black. Like it's burning. Like it's getting burnt, dude. Like the things you've been cooking is not cooking, bro. Like that ass.
Of time. And the third thing we're doing is we are trying to set a standard for what safe communication means. And that's not just safe communication for kids, but it's also for teens. So that's why when we have unfiltered communication, unfiltered private communication on the platform, we require some type of age estimation before you can use that. And we hope that others in the industry will follow along with some of the standards that we're setting, because I think collectively we can make the entire internet much safer. Okay, so now
You're not gonna make the internet more safer. Shut up.
we'll take it to the next level and get with some really difficult questions for our safety civility people. So, I can see some of our community naming experiences on Roblox and just say, take it down, take it down, take it down. I'd say examples could be Meep City, for example. T-share, like, why should that be up? Should that be down? Like, what's up?
Yeah, I think one thing that's really challenging on this global immersive interactive platform is that we have content created by developers and creators and content created by the community, by the users that are in that game. And one thing that we really try to do is be fair to our developers and to not moderate them for the behavior of their users, right? That doesn't seem fair at all. Then we're taking a game down because users were in it behaving badly. And that would open up an abuse factor that would mean that any game that, people didn't like the developer of or something, they could just flood it and behave badly and get the game taken down.
So we don't want to open up that abuse factor. We want to be fair. But that being said, we understand that there are games that people feel like users are behaving badly in. So
we're doing a few things. One is we're investing in what we're calling bad scenes detection, so that we can actually moderate in the moment those servers and take them down if users are behaving badly. And we also
occasionally, if we find that there's a real preponderance of bad behavior in a game, we will reach out to the developer and work with them to make updates to the design of that game that we think will mitigate that harm. So we always want to work with our developers first and give them an opportunity to make changes to the design and see if that works to mitigate bad behavior before we go any further in actually actioning the game for the behavior of the users.
So on bad scene detection, fully compliant avatars, fully compliant experiment, but maybe if we had an experiment where you could stack boxes on top of each other in a certain...
What is this? What are they yapping about, bro? This don't make sense. Yo, what are they talking about, bro? Like, what do you want me to believe? I'm not believing any of you, bro. Bro, what is this? This is so fake, bro. Dude, I'm only gonna go for 5 more minutes or even like 2 more minutes because I can't listen to this. They just keep yapping and it don't make any sense what they're talking about.
Way or something like that. You can imagine, even though you're stacking boxes, something just not being too cool with, the image you tried to draw with those boxes. And so I think my interpretation is this is real-time detection of just fully content and communication being fine, but what happens in real time in that situation.
That's right, we proactively moderated all those elements, right? All the avatar items in the game, and we have content maturity ratings on the game, and all of that stuff is fine. But then we get into an actual server and someone does a drawing on a wall or organizes boxes in a shape, and that's the moment where the abuse has occurred, and that's what we want to catch with our new systems.
For a long time, we focused on moderating individuals. If you say something that's against our policies, or you do something that we can tie back to you, we would moderate the user. We would also moderate content. Did the content meet our standards or not? And what we found is that when you bring lots of people together, sometimes it's very difficult to determine, the content might be all okay. The users, it's very hard to determine, what user is really responsible for the activity that's happening. So with our bad scenes detection, which we're starting to invest in, is we're saying, there might be a game server, a game running with, 20 people or 30 people in it. And instead of trying to figure out who the one individual is who's causing the problem, we will just take down that one server, alert everybody to the fact that the behavior there was violative, and do that to be more proactive in addressing some of these issues. And we're just starting on that. I would say that it's a really complicated problem. We look at communication. We take screenshots of what's happening inside these games. We look at abuse reports. We look at audio.
Barely, dude. What are you talking about? None of that shit you actually do. I might actually just, I'll do a part 2 because, or if I feel like it, because I don't think we're gonna actually get any like good things in this video. It's just gonna be some half-ass, like fake ass apology